I was up at Kutztown, and it was the first day of the draft. And I was watching it on TV in the dorm room there at Kutztown. And a lot of the people that were sitting there were like, "Hey, Andre, where are you going? Where do you think you're going to go?" And I was like, "I don't know." He goes, "Well," I said, "I'm going to go home this weekend and watch it with my mom and dad."
Yeah.
And that's where I found out where I got drafted, in the 4th round with the Bills. And it was, we still have pictures of that. Yeah, we do. We have Polaroids of that.
Awesome.
Yeah. And what a great day that was, not only for me and my family, but the Lehigh Valley in itself. I think the last guy was, I don't know how many guys that got drafted as that high at that time.
Yeah.
But, things happen for reasons.
Welcome to YMI Talking, a podcast where the guests are so good, you'll wonder why the host is even talking. In each episode, you will hear one of the leaders of the Lehigh Valley's vibrant business hub. They will tell you the keys to their success, the mistakes they've made, and what they have in store for the future. Here is the host of YMI Talking, from YMI Insurance, Jimmy Honachik.
All right, that is me, Jimmy Honachik, and I am joined by Emily.
Hello.
How are you?
Really good.
Good. You are a big football fan, correct?
No.
But you know what football is.
Yes, I know of it.
And you know the NFL is the largest football organization in the world.
I've heard of it.
And the Hall of Fame is like the best of the best of the best.
Yes.
And we had an NFL Hall of Fame player today on the podcast.
That was so cool.
Andre Reed is a native of the Lehigh Valley. He went to Deer High School. He went to Kutztown. And then he played for the Buffalo Bills for many years and went to 4 Super Bowls with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just unbelievable football royalty.
Yeah, really, really cool guy.
And he came here, and it was great to hear his story, kind of his thoughts on life, and just a great episode all around.
Yeah, and he's from the Lehigh Valley, so...
Yeah, what more could you ask for? And you asked him a bunch of Lehigh Valley questions.
I did. Stay tuned.
I enjoyed those. They were pretty good. He threw some surprises at me there.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for all those answers.
I wasn't either. I was surprised that he really knew what all the places were, too. Like, he hasn't forgotten anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Yakos, everyone loves Yakos.
How could you forget Yakos? Yeah.
In fact, Yakos is coming on the podcast soon.
They are.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. But this was awesome. And Andre is so well-spoken. Like, you can tell he's done this before.
Mm-hmm.
But it was great to have him on here and to hear his story and his ties to the Valley.
Yeah.
So let's shut up and let Andre talk.
Let's do it.
Awesome. All right. Thanks. All right, this is an absolute treat. I think we're going to shut down the podcast after this episode. We have Lehigh Valley royalty in the house. I could not be more excited. He was in the Super Bowl 4 times. He is in the Hall of Fame in the NFL. Like, you cannot go down the list without just being blown away by the career and life of Andre Reed. Andre, thank you for coming on here.
Awesome, man. Thank you for having me. A little cold outside. Coming from SoCal, but it brings me back to earth really quick. So it's great to be here. I can here see my family, see my mom. It's always good to come back to the Valley and see some people that I don't see a lot anymore.
Yeah,
but it's always good, being with family and playing golf. But there's no golf.
No, not right now.
No, but yeah, it's fun.
Well, let's talk about the cold weather. So you're from the Lehigh Valley.
Yeah.
Talk to me, about growing up here, going to Deer. When you realized football maybe was the answer for you.
I don't think I ever thought it was the answer.
Yeah.
I just was a kid that loved to play the game, and it was all right. Let's go to Valania Park and play basketball and play football, or let's go to Roosevelt Park and play basketball. I just was one of those kids like any kid in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I happened to, our family was very competitive. My 2 brothers were always competitive. We took anybody on.
Yeah.
Basketball, baseball, didn't matter. And I think that's where I learned my competitive kind of, I needed that.
Yeah.
To be competitive in life. And we took anybody on at any time. And did I think it would turn into a Hall of Fame football career? No. Yeah. I was just a kid like anybody else in the Valley, and going to school and trying to do the right thing and go to college and all that stuff. That's everybody's dream. So I exceeded that because I had the right people around me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, good graces of God with me too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We'll talk about your family a little bit. We've got family in the room right here.
Oh yeah, my brother's in the room, and is this your first podcast, D?
Yeah, probably.
Come up here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It must be
And like I said, we were always competitive as little guys in junior high school and Pop Warner, and playing Pop Warner down at DYC, and high school at Deerhoff, and junior high school at South Mountain. That was our life. Our life was sports. And again, did I ever think sports would be like the main thing in my life that I'm the person I am today? No.
Yeah.
I had great people around me and believed in me when I didn't believe in myself a lot of times. So, and then as I got older, it was just more people that had an influence on me, coaches, again, my family, coaches, and just everybody.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about, your parents must have been supportive to take you. It's not easy getting to kids, sports
Nowadays,
activities. No, but even then, I mean, at the level you were playing, I imagine they had to be invested as well. Were they supportive of you during that process?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
My mom, in my pro day, I played in 254 games. And I think my mom and dad were at almost every home game.
Wow.
Until my dad passed away in 96. Obviously, that was a big blow to our family, but they didn't miss any games.
Yeah.
And that was from high school, Pop Warner, all the way to the pros. So they were there.
Yeah.
And everybody in Buffalo knew my mom and dad. They know my mom and dad, my mom now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom, she wears Bills stuff every day. And where she's at now, everybody knows that she's a Bills fan. Yeah.
How cool is that, though, to see your mom get that invested into it and everyone know your mom for that then?
Well, my mom is not short of not saying anything. She will say, you know what? Actually, I was over there yesterday at Country Meadows there.
Yeah.
And there's a Patriots fan there. my mom wanted to knock on the door and have him meet me. And it's like, because we played him yesterday. So I'm sure when I told her, I said, Mom, when you see him tomorrow, don't give it to him. Just say, hey, it was a good game. We won. Keep going. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So the Lehigh Valley, I mean, you go here, you go to Deerhoff, and then the next step is Kutztown. Talk to me about your experience there. Is that when you said, all right, maybe this football thing is what's going to be it?
I didn't really think of that. I just, education was really important to my mom and dad, and getting an education. Football was secondary for me. I just love to play the game, and I was a high school quarterback at Deerhoff. Yeah. And they switched me to receiver. So there you go. You got to start all over. But you know what? I had those I had those skills because me and my brothers, we always played in the park, and as quarterback, as receiver, we did all that. And what a foundation that was for me to stand on, to be the person I am and be the football player I became.
Yeah. Yeah. And, Kutztown, to have named the stadium after you, that's got to be a pretty cool honor.
Man. And then, what they've done the past 5 years.
Insane, right? I mean, that's a program.
Yeah. They, the head coach, Jim Clements, has done a great job there recruiting, and they're a powerhouse now. And unfortunately, they didn't win this past week, but very proud of that school and how they have, the school has elevated itself on the national stage in D2. Yeah. One game away from the championship. So I'm very proud of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. All right. And then you're drafted by the Bills. Walk me through, how that process goes for you mentally, like getting drafted.
Well, I kind of had an inkling of where I was going to be drafted, but it's never like that. Yeah. The draft is something else. Back then it was 12 rounds. Now it's only 7. So the draft was like 3 days. Right. Yeah. It was like 3 days. It's like, okay. And I think the one thing I remember the most is I was up at Kutztown, and it was the first day of the draft. And I was watching it on TV in the dorm room there at Kutztown. And a lot of the people that were sitting there were like, hey, Andre, where are you going? Or where do you think you're going to go? And I was like, I don't know. He goes, well, I said, I'm going to go home this weekend and watch it with my mom and dad. Yeah. And that's where I found out where I got drafted, in the 4th round with the Bills. And it was, we still have pictures of that. We do. We have Polaroids of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And, what a great day that was, not only for me and my family, but the Lehigh Valley in itself. I think the last guy was, I don't know how many guys that got drafted as that high at that time. Yeah. But, things happen for reasons. And again, I had great people behind me, but I had to do the work too. I just want to say, oh yeah, I got drafted. Now I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I was a grinder.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I credit that to my mom and dad because they were grinders.
Yeah. I feel like the Lehigh Valley, in a sense, is a grinder.
It's a grinder, man. Yeah.
And that's sort of the work
You're not going
ethic
to get
here.
anything here. You're going to have to work for it.
Yeah.
And, I tell my kids, and my brother tells his kids that you can wake up thinking you're going to get something, but you got to work for it.
Yeah.
That's just this way this world is now. It's if you don't work, you're never going to know what your potential actually could have been.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so you did work and you lived up to a meaningful, potential, I would say. So talk me through the Bills' career and just your time there and, how you viewed that as a player.
I thought Buffalo was just like Allentown, blue collar and just hardworking people. And, I kind of fit in there because I kind of resonated with those people.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, my hometown is just like this almost. And not as many people as Buffalo, but I felt comfortable there. I could have went to Miami. I got drafted by, the Raiders or got drafted here and been in a bigger place. But I was drafted at the place I should have been drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I as a football fan, I have so many questions for you, but I'm trying to keep this focused on our audience. Walk me through the lessons you learned. Something that you hear about a lot for football players and athletes in general is the money aspect and coming into money for the first time. Yeah. How do you keep a level head on?
Oh, the first time I got that check. Oh yeah. I didn't have a level head. That was crazy. Obviously, that's part of being a pro. I had to learn that part of it. I had to learn, how to work every day. Even though when the season was over, I had to be kind of into my mentally, and the game is so mental. Life is mental. If you don't have a good mental state, you're not going to get anything accomplished. So, I had to realize that every year somebody was out to get my job. And if they were good enough to get it, they can have it, but they weren't going to be good enough to get it. So I had to be on my grind every single year, and I played almost 17 seasons. So,
which is unheard of at this point, right? I mean, people don't last that long for a wide receiver, I don't think.
Well, in any position now, because the game is different too. I mean, it seemed like, and even before I played, these guys had two jobs. They played football and they had a job outside of football. So the game is elevated and changed because of that. Yeah. And, I just knew that every year I had to be better than the year before. If I wanted to excel at what I did, my profession, I had to be better at this thing. I had to be better at that because somebody was doing it too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I went snowboarding for the first time in a while yesterday, and I wiped out one time, and I'm still feeling it. How does your body feel after 17 years in the NFL plus everything before that?
I knew when I got off the plane, man, that weather. It said, hey, remember me? And I go, no, I don't remember you. But I think I played in 254 games and missed 11 of those games.
Yeah.
So I was very adamant about getting myself ready for every season. Yeah. And I worked out with my brothers a lot too. So, and I knew if something happened, it wasn't because I didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
You're going to get injuries. I mean, just look what happened this past weekend.
Yeah.
Mahomes is out.
It was like Black Friday. It was
Michael Parsons out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. So you never know how long you're going to have. So you play your last play. You play like it's your last one.
That's pretty inspirational, actually. Yeah. And you didn't just have, 17 years. You had the playoffs on top of that. And you had
a lot of games.
You had a lot more games than most people ever get from that perspective. What's the NFL playoff like from a player perspective? I mean, how do you think about it, especially going into the Super Bowl, that week leading up to the Super Bowl?
Oh, the first one. Oh, yeah. It's what you dream about.
Yeah, right.
As a kid, I'm going to be, we're playing in the park or whatever against it. Yeah, boy, Super Bowl catch. Yeah, or whatever. That's the beauty of what sport is about.
Yeah.
And any sport. It doesn't matter if it's basketball, baseball, whatever. You dream of yourself being in that moment. And if you don't dream about it, the chances of it never happening go to diminish. So you got to dream about it. And I tell kids, dream about it. Think that you're going to do that. That's why you got to do it. But I had my brother, they came to the first Super Bowl in Pasadena. No, it was in Pasadena. Where was that at? Florida. It was in Florida. It was in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And it was during the Gulf War. Remember the Gulf War started that year? And I'm standing like 30 feet from Whitney Houston. And then everybody's just crying. And I'm just looking down. What's everybody crying for? We're ready to play a football game. But the magnitude of what that meant outside of the game of football, that's what sports is about. It
is, right? Like you look up to these people who you're never going to meet, right? But because they offer something more than just a game, there's a whole thing there.
And then the next year I saw Michael Jackson, like I went right past him.
Get out.
Yeah, I was like, like we were coming in at halftime and he was standing there with all getting ready for his halftime show.
Yeah.
And I just went, it was just Michael Jackson right there. Man, and he looked like he was standing there. He looked like a mannequin.
Right.
I mean, not Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson is only one Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But I just was like walking in the locker room just going, that's Michael Jackson right there. So I'm in awe of a lot of the guys that I've met over the years.
Yeah.
You know, Magic and Steph Curry and Michael Jordan and all these guys I've met over the years.
Yeah.
And have a respect for them like I think they have a respect for me for what I did.
And I was going to say, how do you carry that, or how do you think about that, knowing that there are kids who are looking up to you as sort of that role model?
I learned that as a kid. And my dad always said this. He had sayings, and my brother can really talk about it. He always had sayings. Like he had sayings about things and that I remember. And he said one thing. He said, "You're never as good as you think you are." And whether or not you do think that way, there's always another person behind that's better.
Yeah. And
he just had so many sayings that I, vividly remember that I've taken with me my whole life. And, unfortunately he passed away in 96 when the year I got in the hall, he wasn't there. So, and my brothers and my whole family were there, but he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you step aside from the game that you've loved, right? It's time to retire. You've been working, like you said, harder than everyone. How do you make that decision?
Actually, the game probably makes a decision for me. After at probably year 8 or 9, I was like, if I get 10, I'll be good. And then maybe depends on how I feel, like whatever. And then I was like, hey, I still feel pretty good. I'm still, producing. I'm still doing the things I love to do. And okay, I'll get 2 more, 2, 3 more. Year 13, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I think, whatever. All right, I'll try to go 2 more.
Yeah.
And I was like 15 or 16. But I was blessed. I mean, your blessings are, if you do the right things, you get the blessings too. Mm-hmm. If you don't, you're not going to get blessed.
Yeah. And then to get into the Hall of Fame, I mean, walk me through how important that was or how meaningful that was to you.
For me personally, I think it's just, because of the game I played and what I did and the players that were around me. But I was more excited for my family than me.
Yeah.
Because they waited for 7, 8 years. And there was a point in time I didn't think I'd get in.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, man, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I said that, that's when it happened. So it was more to see my mom and my brothers and all my friends. And it was more of a Hall of Fame for them than it was for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And let's turn it to you real quick, Dion. I mean, what is it like growing up or, living next to someone who becomes NFL royalty like that?
It's hard to explain because I didn't see any day was different than from day one.
That's so funny.
When we started playing hoops and baseball, basketball, football, whatever.
Yeah.
We just, every day we're just out playing. We weren't sitting on our
right.
Game Boys or whatever.
No, we ain't had those.
No.
You're actually
Game Boys.
And it's funny too, because our mom, we'd be out until the sun came down.
Yeah.
She'd be yelling out the kitchen window, and the park's over this way, and we'd hear her voice. And she'd name all our names. Dion, Andre, and Terrell, let's get home. It's time to eat.
That light's on.
And we're at the park going,
porch light's on, and you ain't on the porch.
It's time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was cool though, because everything we did was competitive.
Well,
everything.
I was going to say, does it crush you when Andre becomes better than you at things?
No, it's okay. People ask me that sometimes, like, were you jealous of him? I go, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Jealous of him. I couldn't be more proud of him.
Yeah.
Because I'm undefeated against Kutztown. I went to Millersville. I'm undefeated against
I knew he was going to say,
Of course.
and I'm undefeated against Shippensburg, too. It's for our oldest brother.
yeah, that's back in 1964.
So those are my wins right there. So.
I played against him at Millersville.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been pretty
I
cool,
played
though.
free safety. He was a white.
That's when they had
Yeah.
like 3 guys on me.
Yeah.
it was fun.
Because they knew if they just had one, it was over. They were done.
Yeah. So they really would have to team up on you like that.
We did.
Yeah.
But his coaches made it easy for us, too. Some of the formations that we're in, we're like, what are you doing with him there?
That's all right. That got me ready for the next level.
Right.
So, yeah.
Did you feel that step up at each level? Like, did the competition really become that much more significant?
Let me tell you. I think day one when I got to training camp, well, actually mini camp, and the vets weren't there yet. So you're going with the rookies that got drafted with you. And some of these guys, obviously, these guys went to bigger schools than me.
Yeah.
And then the vets didn't come in until training camp.
Right.
Or they came in like a couple days of mini camp, and then you didn't see them in training camp. It's when they came to training camp, when training camps, they could hit you, and training camps were tough.
Yeah.
2-a-days were 2-a-days. It was no, all bets are off. And no matter where you were drafted, there was a guy that was starting before you, and he wasn't going to get that job up too easily to you. I don't care what, round you were drafted in.
Yeah.
And I remember one play I went across the middle, which I was known for, and ball was a little high, jumped up and got it, and I got flipped. I jumped up. It's like I got flipped and jumped right up at the same time. I flip, I was up and ran back to the huddle, and the coach looked at me and went like this. I said, well, get used to that, buddy.
Yeah.
'Cause that's going to be me.
Welcome
right
to camp,
there.
rookie.
Yeah. So,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your life after the NFL. You haven't sat idly. I feel like it's easy to do that. You could sit there and relax. What have you been up to, and what are you kind of most proud of after the NFL?
I've been involved in the game. Though it's not that I didn't try to do coaching. When I retired in 2014, I was like, hey, let me try this coaching thing because I still want to give back to the game. I've learned so much, and I like to give it to the young kids because somebody gave it to me. And it was just too much time. I mean, believe it or not, I was worn out.
Yeah.
I mean, I had so many years of football in me. I just was like, what am I doing? I'm just like, but I love the game so much. But I did that for a couple years, in training camps and stuff. And then I was like, all right, it's time to move in a different direction, and ended up starting my own foundation. Got my foundation here in Allentown. I got my foundation in San Diego in California too.
Yeah.
So my brother runs the foundation here.
Okay.
And then the one out in California, my wife kind of runs that one. So she does run that one, to be real. My dad said, too much is given, much is expected. And that is, I think that holds true in everything. Because if you're given something and you don't give back, what's the use then? And he said, always give back, no matter where you're at, what you're doing. Make sure you give back to the communities and do the things that's the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be known for that more than catching a pass going across the middle.
Yeah, even if you do a flip during it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the Andre Reed Foundation then, and what you're doing here in the Lehigh Valley and Allentown.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
The biggest people that we grew up in the Boys and Girls Club. So our main focus is to help raise money for their programs. We do other charities and stuff that we donate money to, but it's mainly for the Boys and Girls Clubs because as kids, we had somewhat of a rough upbringing, and that was our place to feel safe.
Yeah.
Was the Boys and Girls Club. So Andre always wanted to give back there, so we started I'll let you talk about that though. He started a reading program with them. Read with Andre Reed.
Yep.
So
Last name's Reed. Bing, bing, bing.
Pretty easy, huh?
It's funny. My wife came up with that. She goes, "Do you know your last name's Reed?" I'm like, babe, I took a lot of hits, but I still love that. And we started the Read with Reed program and going into inner cities and talking to kids with Boys and Girls Clubs. I am now a national ambassador for them. We go around the country telling these Boys and Girls Clubs how important reading is to success in life. And it's just been great. And we do a Super Bowl one every year.
Yeah.
So, and then we incorporate the athletes. Wherever we go, if we go to Cleveland, we get, Cavaliers and Browns. If we go to Kansas City, we get the Chiefs, and they're so we're, So it's really, we're just in Florida with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I think a lot of these young kids are looking for something to do to a certain point, and the NFL has done a great job of giving them resources. When I came in the league, and had no resources. The resources weren't like that.
Yeah.
So they have the resources to go out there, and whatever they want to do, they help them do it. When I came in the league in '85, they didn't have that.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing to do, man. We feel so satisfied. And what my two brothers are doing here in Allentown, we have a golf tournament every year here, and I have a golf tournament in California. So this is what I said about earlier about my dad giving back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was going to say, if anyone wanted to get involved with the Andre Reed Foundation here in Allentown, what would it be? It's the golf tournament. How could they go about doing that?
The website.
Okay.
There's a website. You can, it's separate from your California one.
Is it? You got a new website?
Yeah. So, anybody that wants to sign up, just go on the AndreReedFoundation.org.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, we're always looking for people just to come through and see what we do. And we get a bunch of guys that come in here. We get about 15 guys? 20 guys? At least 15, 20 guys come in from all over. And then in California, it's a little different. We get about 30 guys coming in. But they both have the same perspective. They both have the same what we want to do, and that's raise awareness about reading and get back to the kids in the community. That's it.
I love that. And like you said, you'll be known for catching passes, but what you do after that kind of defines the legacy. And there's something to that. I mean, we're all here on the earth together. We might as well be trying the best that we can for each other.
And it's kind of crazy that sports is kind of like the concrete for that, because everybody looks to sports every weekend. There's a sporting event on every weekend, and during the week there's something going on sports, and it just gives you a sense of, all right, well, these guys are great at what they do. What else are they doing?
Yeah.
They can get their initiative out or whatever it is. That's important.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you should put together a book of your dad's sayings, because the few that you've dropped on us so far, really hit. And it sounds like you've got a list of them.
I got a lot of them. And let me tell you, my dad, it's not that he didn't say them all the time. You can just see him floating around him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause he was, he was a great dad, and sometimes he wasn't the dad that we thought he would be, but he loved us, and he made sure that we knew that in life, you got to work hard to get what you want.
Yeah.
He said, do as I say, not as I do.
That was his favorite saying.
Yeah.
I say, not as I do.
Yeah. And he's up there. He's proud of all of us.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are running out on time, which is killing me, and I'm very sad. Yeah. But we have at least two things we want to do before we wrap this up.
Oh, yeah, that paper I see.
Yeah, you see this paper over here. So Emily came up with this great idea. Emily, I'm going to let you take it over here.
All right, so we're going to play a game called Punt or Pass. It's just like a little this or that Lehigh Valley edition with all the Lehigh Valley classics.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Cheese sticks or hoagies?
Right out the box. I was a hoagie guy.
What's your go-to hoagie?
I just was regular, man. Now, I don't even know. Now it's just probably steak, steak hoagies.
Yeah.
Lettuce, tomato, mayo, maybe something else on some pickles. I wasn't a big, peppers guy or anything like that, because our mom made us try to eat peppers, and we had to eat them.
Didn't go too good.
Back then, we were at the table for 4 hours right there.
Right.
You ain't getting up until you eat those things.
Get out.
Yeah. My dad would sit there, and we'd be like, it'd be 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock eating. We don't leave out there till 10 o'clock.
It wasn't that bad. It was bad.
It was bad. I'm just trying to.
It felt that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt that way. And then you would try to give it to the dog, and he was like, nah.
That's true.
All right, so hoagies, okay.
Yeah.
Allentown or Kutztown?
There's another one. I mean,
I didn't realize you were pitting Allentown against Kutztown. That's a tough one. That's really hard.
I mean, I'm from Allentown, so I'm going to go Allentown.
All right.
No, I went to school. I just went to school in Kutztown.
Oh, okay. Allentown Fair or Music Fest?
Ooh, I'm going Allentown Fair.
Ooh, hot take.
My mom, she used to give us, what did she give us, like $5?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on the ride. We'll see you in a bit. Make sure you go past the little show where all the freaky people are.
You were never sure if that ride was going to survive while you were on it. They were never trustworthy.
We used to go on the parachute one that went around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Every time we stopped there, somebody threw up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Allentown Fair was good, though.
Yeah.
All right. Andre Reed Stadium or Super Bowl Stadium?
Oh, Andre Reed Stadium. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yakos or Pots?
Yakos.
Phantoms or Iron Pigs?
The Phantoms. I just like the colors, man. Orange. Orange is good.
They
And
opened a
PPL
new-
Center is awesome.
It is really cool.
They opened a new merch shop for the Phantoms downtown. So
They
you can
did?
check that out. Yeah, there's some good
Okay.
stuff in there.
Gotta rip them. For sure.
All right. Phillies or Sixers?
Sixers.
Ice Cream World or the Cup?
Cup.
Ice Cream World is right there.
Right across the way. Okay.
Wawa or Sheets?
Now that's that. We were just talking about that before
Yeah.
the podcast. I'm just old school. I'm gonna go Wawa.
Me too.
That was straight up just, yeah.
On this side of the state, we're pretty much Wawa people.
Yeah.
So you're safe.
Sheets, yeah, it's okay, but Wawa. Yeah, old school.
Yeah. All right. Egypt Star or Marianne's?
Egypt Star.
Wow.
Okay. And last one, Dorney Park or Hershey Park?
Probably, Dorney Park because it's right here. I mean, Hershey Park
It's legit.
I've been to Hershey Park lately,
Yeah.
and you can't go wrong with all that chocolate. It smells like chocolate in there. In the hotel, it smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
The Mac picnics, though, we used to go to. Our dad worked at Mac
did my
Trucks.
dad.
Yeah.
We used to go there all the time.
We used to be like, oh, we're getting free stuff. We used to go through those lines, and then we eat all that food and go on the rides. Yeah,
Not a good combo.
Dorney Park.
You live and
Nice.
learn.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for doing that. So we are sponsored by Z-Craft this
Okay.
season. They're a local coffee
Z-Craft?
shop. Yeah. Coffee shop, caterer, but you go there, you get some coffee, you have a sip of coffee, but sometimes sip happens and things don't go the way you expected them to.
Yeah.
When is the time that sip happened to Andre Reed?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a good question. It's probably a couple of days ago. I don't even know, man. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
To
Sometimes.
this point, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. Nothing but good stuff.
Yes. I like to say I don't really get embarrassed, so I wouldn't have a good story for this.
People try to embarrass me.
He
I
doesn't.
bet.
He
Yeah.
doesn't.
What's that?
I say you don't get embarrassed.
No, not because I don't know. I got a shield around me for some reason.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, okay, whatever, and I just keep moving. So yeah.
Awesome. One thing I did want to ask, you mentioned God for a lot of your success.
Yeah.
Your faith, is that something that you always had growing up, or is that something that
I think we did. We used to go to church, and we'd be down in the basement, vacation. Or well, not we did vacation Bible school, but all the kids would go down in the front where everybody else was hollering upstairs.
Yeah.
And they used to give us the little paper and all that stuff. Remember that? And so I got baptized in 2017 in the Jordan River in Israel.
Wow.
So me and my wife that went there. So, and that really, that put in perspective kind of my career. And because I think at times you get selfish, and I'm not no different than any other athlete. And you think that you did it all. It was all you. But my man up there did it all. And when I went there for a week with some other players and stuff, it really put in perspective of, you're in the Holy Land, and this is where Jesus walked.
Yeah.
This is where he
baptized.
and all that stuff. So, my faith is just, my wife is really a faith. That's my wife. She's all about her faith. And when things aren't going right, she's like, hey, go pray about it. And I'm just over there going.
Uh-huh.
But she's right.
Yeah, right. Yep.
And so we do have a background in that. Yeah.
That's great. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
And I stopped drinking like 10 years ago.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
For faith reasons or for health reasons? Or
For every reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, I picked up the slack.
I just felt I had to be better
Yeah.
as a human being.
Mm-hmm.
And, was it hard? I mean, it's hard getting up in the morning, but
Right.
I think I was going towards that direction and I had to make the choice there. And
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, thank you for sharing that. That's great.
Yeah.
Anything we didn't hit that you want to hit? Anything?
I want to talk about my brother's business.
Let's do it. What do we got?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, Mike Smale is a customer
Okay.
of. It's a play on.
I don't know if that's the ringing endorsement that you think it is.
I like Mike.
I love
He's a good
Mike.
dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a Hall of Fame bin cleaning. I clean garbage.
He's in the
bins.
Hall of Fame for Millersville.
Okay. Oh, get out.
So when I came up with the name, I figured, everybody knows him around here.
Yeah, right.
Nobody knows I'm in the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah.
So it's called Hall of Fame bin cleaning, and we go to neighborhoods and clean garbage cans.
Oh, get out.
So it's really neat.
So who's your client? Like, who's your end client?
Mike Smale.
Well, I mean, like in terms of demographics.
Neighborhoods and HOAs.
Okay. Yeah.
Love to get in HOAs because it's something, because HOAs, they have to keep the garbage cans in the garage. So in the summertime when it's 95 degrees out, it's going to stink.
Yeah.
So we come through curbside service. We follow the garbage pickup, clean them out right there and put them right back in the garage.
Whoa, get out.
It takes probably 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes to just clean them out, put them down and spray them.
It's funny. I just had to clean mine out recently, and I was
hated
like,
it when
"This
I did
is
it."
such." I even emailed them. I was
find
like,
a
"Can you do
person up
anything
in
about
there.
this?" Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're like, there's Charlie.
That's my 6-year-old, actually. Where's George? Oh, there he is. He's in the trash can.
Boy, get out there. You literally don't be playing in the garbage can.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I found that I had to make a change because we grew up, my dad was in the construction business.
Yeah.
So I took that over for him when he passed away. And now I'm 60. So I can't rely on doing concrete work the rest of my life. So this was an opportunity, and it's been going pretty good.
So give him the website and the number, D.
Yeah. Hit him
It's
up.
just Hall of Fame bin cleaning. Just
Awesome.
Look us up.
Hall of Fame bin cleaning. Get on it. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? You have a new Budweiser drink. Am I wrong on that?
No.
Bud Light?
I actually did something for the Bills. It's called the Blizzard Brew.
Yeah.
So I'm going up to they played Cleveland this week, and then the Eagles coming to Buffalo the week after, and then I'm going to be up for the last game because it's the last game of the stadium.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
they move across the street. So they're going to bring out this Blizzard Brew the last game of the year because it's made with actual snow from actual snow.
No.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's gonna be available at the stadium and in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good collector's item.
Yeah. Absolutely. Very cool.
And Buffalo fans, if you ever go to a Bills game,
Yeah.
I recommend that you go to one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen the videos. Yeah. So I guess I have to ask, like, are the Bills winning it this year? They got
Well,
the path
I'm not
ahead
going to
of
say
them.
no. I know this is your podcast, but hey, yeah. I mean, the last 2 weeks have been crazy. They've come back and won yesterday, and they were down. Against who they play yesterday again? The Patriots,
yeah.
and the Patriots are pretty good. So, and then the week before that, they were down against the Bengals. So, as long as they got 1-7 back there,
Yeah. He's unreal.
he's unreal, and everybody feeds off of him. So, and the Chiefs are not going to be there, so they don't have to worry about them.
Exactly. Yeah. That's been kind of a
And
hurdle. So
I think all today was about Mahomes and what's going to happen, and you never wish nothing on
Right.
a player. He's a great player, and he'll be back. He's just he's a competitive dude. He's not going to. He'll be back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll go out the stadium. This will be they win the Super Bowl in the last year of the stadium.
That'll be. Let me tell you,
This is a story right here. Yeah.
they'd have to shut it down, man. They have to show the East Coast, man, all the way from through Philly and everything, through Eagle territory. You got to shut it down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Andre, I can't say it enough. Thank you so much for coming on here.
Awesome, man. Like I said, I was in town and
this worked out. Yeah.
Awesome. Yep.
And Dion, Hall of Fame, bin cleaning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on and telling your story as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Reeds. Really appreciate this.
You got it, man. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. See ya.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the YMI Talking podcast. If you enjoyed this and want to hear more content from amazing personalities in the Valley, please subscribe, leave a rating, and drop us a quick review.